So there's a lobster.
There isn't a lobster.
There's not a lobster.
But there could be in the future.
There could be a lobster. So there's no lobsters. He's the first lobster.
Yes.
Okay. This is the origin story of the lobster.
Of the lobster. How the lobster came to be. That's good. Hi, I'm Robin.
I'm Erin.
And this is Spirits and Spoilers, a show where we drink
Spirits
and talk about movies.
Spoilers.
Spirits and Spoilers.
Ooh, that was a good one.
That was. Today's movie is The Lobster. I've seen The Lobster.
I haven't. I want to.
But I'm going to spoil it for her instead.
Mm-hmm.
The Lobster stars Colin Farrell,
Rachel
Weisz, John C. Reilly, and
Jessica Barden.
A lot of other people I don't know. Those were all the actors I knew, but a lot of them were
Léa Seydoux.
were French.
Seydoux.
And I don't know my French actors
Michael
well.
Smiley.
Let's
Remedy that then. Hold that.
Thank you.
No, you turn it.
I know, but...
You turn it.
Oh.
If you're classy.
The Lobster is about a world where you have to be coupled with someone else.
Does it have to be the opposite sex?
It does not, but you have to choose whether you are hetero or homosexual. You can't
At
be
what?
bi.
When do you choose this?
When you go to the hotel hospital-y place where you go to choose and find a mate.
Is there a stigma in this world about sexuality?
No. The main character's wife has left him, and so he has to go back to this hospital to find a mate, and he has 45 days to do it.
Wait, so but you can leave.
I guess so, as long as you have another partner to go to.
So it's like it's like real life.
If you don't find a mate within 45 days, you are turned into an animal.
Of your choosing?
Of your choosing.
So the main character gets turned into a lobster?
Well, the main character chooses a lobster.
You have to choose it ahead of time?
Yes. He's come there with a dog, and he's let the director know, my brother didn't make it.
He's a lobster.
He's the dog.
Oh.
He's the dog that came with him. So he chooses a lobster because he loves the sea.
They get boiled alive.
Someone else mentions that later, that it may not have been
That's
the
like
best
the
choice.
worst. I don't know. I feel bad for lobsters.
Yeah. They
They
scream.
taste so good. I know. They scream.
They do.
They taste so good. But I don't eat meat.
They're sea bugs. They have hunting expeditions. They have tranquilizer darts. It's the single people versus other single people. And if you shoot another single person, you get extra days added on to how long you have to find a mate. So a couple of the characters in this place are a woman who has no soul, essentially.
So she's just like a straight up like sociopath?
Yes, yes. There's a lady who likes biscuits, which are
Cookies.
British cookies.
Is this a British film?
It feels like a French film made in English.
Like that's like right up my alley.
You might keep drinking. Some other characters are John C. Reilly, who has a lisp. Another guy has a limp.
Are they supposed to be like deal breakers?
Well, you find out really quickly. There's this one girl who gets a bloody nose, often, just out of nowhere. One of the guys in this group is attracted to her. He purposely bangs his head against doors, walls, whatever, to make himself have a bloody nose so that they have that thing in common.
Okay.
And as soon as they have that thing in common, they are coupled together.
Who makes the decision?
Them and
It's like
all of society, I guess.
Okay.
You have to choose each other and you have to have a reason. But all the
Bloody
reasons
nose.
to get together are very superficial. Like, we both know how to play guitar. So one of the things that happens, there is no masturbating. But there is arousal time where the maid will come in every morning.
To even further expedite the process.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
You only see
The sexy woman.
Colin Farrell's This is all his point of view.
Did we say he was in this? Ever since In Bruges, I love him.
I know. He's the best.
Okay, fine. I'm in this. I'm still in this.
He's desperate to find somebody.
Because his wife left him.
His wife left him. He doesn't want to become a lobster. So he...
Shouldn't have chosen a lobster, but okay.
John C. Reilly, one morning at breakfast, has been caught. He masturbated yesterday. It's a punishable offense.
How did they catch you? They're just watching you all the time?
I guess so. They don't say how they knew. They come in with the toaster. They explain to him what he did wrong, why that was inappropriate, and then took his hand and placed it in the toaster and started it.
Because there was hair on his palms, which is how they knew he was masturbating. So they burnt it off with the toaster.
Painful.
Not funny.
Not super funny.
Not super funny, just like
just
kind of seeing someone get their hand burnt.
Yeah, but it's
funny.
John C. Reilly's. You're like,
I know.
this guy, he cracks
You're like,
me
you're
up.
funny no matter
You're
what
funny,
you do.
John. So you know that there are,
Actual
serious
consequences,
for your actions here. Biscuit Girl. She's decided that she's kind of in love with Colin Farrell, and he's not into her at all. She wants to have sex with him and find any kind of connection. He's just not up for it. So she jumps off the 3rd floor of a balcony and doesn't kill herself, but lies on the ground screaming. Her head is busted open, but she's not dead.
3rd floor, you say?
Yeah, So Colin Farrell goes up to the sociopath lady and is trying to have no affect at all. I'm glad that she did that, and
Why, he wants to get with the
he wants to get with
Because she's
sociopath.
hot?
Because I think he just desperately wants to get with somebody
why
when
didn't he
he
get with
could
the
have
biscuit
gotten
lady?
her. He should have. He gets with her by pretending to also be a sociopath. And that is their connection. They get moved to the couples area, and there are kind of different areas. So there's the singles area, then there's the couples area where your time does not continue to tick. You're working out whether or not you're going to work out. After the couples area, you go to a boat. And then from there, you get to go back to the city. If things aren't working out so well for you, you are given a child because that helps situations.
Oh, I thought that was like another punishment.
It kind of is.
I mean, yeah.
So he's in the couple's place with the sociopath. And she's starting to catch on to, I think he actually has emotions. One day, he wakes up and she's standing there over him saying, I killed your brother. I kicked him to death. And he started to whimper.
Right, because he was a dog.
He started to go, how do you feel about that? And he tries to, I'm fine with it. It's completely okay. Whatever. He was a dog. I'm going to go use the restroom now.
That would not be my reaction.
He gets up out of the bed and goes to the bathroom
Uh-huh.
where there is the dead dog
She actually did.
who had been kicked to death. He starts to cry when he sees his dead dog brother. He's trying to turn on the water to splash his face so that his tears are hidden, but she storms inside the
Never
bathroom
works.
and is like, I knew it! I knew you had emotions. I knew you felt things. You're coming with me. You know how the directors hate it when people lie about things like this. You're like, we are done. They start to go back and he ends up knocking her out with a tranquilizer gun and takes her into the animal making room and turns her into an animal.
Anyone can do it? Oh, it's science.
I guess so. He turns sociopath into an unknown animal.
And we decided it was a dog that he subsequently kicked to death. I'm going with that. That's what I would decide in the movie. That's what I'm going with now.
I love it. He runs off into the woods.
They're
into
like
this
a
wooded area.
Bunch of wood people.
There are a bunch of wood people who don't
very
think
French.
that you need a mate. They go to the opposite extreme and say, you can't get with anybody ever, period. They dance every night, but they dance to electronic music so that they don't have to dance with each other. They can just dance alone.
It's an interesting interpretation of a rave.
Single people go into town every now and then, and you have to pretend to be paired with someone else when you do that, because to be in town you have to be coupled. Rachel Weisz starts to notice Colin Farrell because apparently they are both nearsighted. Colin Farrell starts to fall for Rachel Weisz. They have to pretend to be a couple when they go into town together, and they start to get really into it.
Yeah, why don't you just be a couple?
So they basically do. They become a secret couple.
I just feel like that's what most people do. They're like, I want to be in a couple, you want to be in a couple, let's pretend to be a couple until we're a couple.
They were both nearsighted, so they had their thing in common. So they had their match.
We both like ranch, but not on fries.
The leader of the single people is some French girl with red hair, and she's not having it.
I just have so many questions. The leader of the single people, is that like the government, like the people who are enforcing the rules? Oh, they're kind of anarchists.
Yes, they are anarchists.
But she's the leader of the anarchists, because
Right.
that always happens.
Right, and she enforces the
And they
rules.
Right, because the anarchists have rules.
Yes. So she takes Rachel Weisz to an eye doctor and is saying that the eye doctor is going to correct her vision. But what she ends up doing is blinding her.
Yeah. So French. How invested is he?
He keeps trying to go up and ask, what else do we have in common? Do you know German? I know German. Do you? No, you don't know German. Okay, I could teach you, but that could take years.
Can
okay,
their
we don't
mutual
have time for
attraction
that.
not be enough?
Nope.
Huh?
Nope, there has to be something.
Are they both of the same ethnicity?
Yes.
Come on. Come on. I mean, do they both have the same hair color and eye color and like, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, dumb.
But he does come up with the idea. He'll just have to blind himself.
Right. Yeah, that's okay.
They go into a diner, and he asks for a very sharp steak knife.
Oh. Oh, I like this movie.
Then says to Rachel Weisz, I will be right back. And he goes into the bathroom, trying to kind of get it close to his eye. It cuts back to Rachel Weisz waiting for him at the booth. And that's the end of the movie.
I'm right there with you, Jose. I don't know if I like it or not.
Yeah. It felt long though.
That is long.
It did.
Not as long as Civil War.
It was a very long movie because it had
Oh, you said 118?
118 minutes.
Okay.
But a lot of that was artsy silence. There were some funny things, like whenever you would see the single people out in the woods living, there would always be some random animal that would go cross behind them. Like a camel would randomly walk through the shot, or a peacock would fly through. But it was very slow, very artistic. It ends before you really
Does
get
he do it? Does he not?
I don't know.
That to me, that always feels like a cop out. Yeah.
So that was The Lobster. I don't know if I liked it.
I don't know if I'll see it.
If you saw it, did you like it? Let us know in the comments down below.
We're swimming upstream here. Like and subscribe.
Until next time. Bye.
The verdict is out on whether it's better if I've seen the movie or not.
Yes.
Everybody says something different,
Yes. It's like 50-50.
which I'm pretty sure just means nobody likes the show.
That was a good one.
Jose, does my commentary just make you nauseous? It was a question to try to get a gauge of the audience reaction.
No, sleeping.
On a scale of 1 to 5,
1 to
how
puking.
nauseated are you by me? Don't answer that. Don't answer
Just
that.
think about it.
Just think about it.
I can't because like is 1 low or like is
1 is not at all.
okay.
5 is more than you can handle.
Colin Farrell decides that, oh God, this is a crazy movie. This is a crazy ass movie.
I'm really excited to hear you tell me about it.
I'm classy.
Oh my god, I know. I know.
Yeah.
Do you hear that? I think you add to it for sure.
Yay.
Now on a scale of 1 to 5,
How nauseous do I make you?
1 being not at all, 5 being more than you can handle. 2.
Hey!
2.
Hey! Woo!
Jose, how
Is
is
this in the
this
shop?
part of my hair? From here to here.
It's pretty good.
Is it okay?
I mean, you could touch it up.
Do I need
but-
to do some tossing?
Things.
That doesn't make a difference?
Things and
That makes me
stuff?
feel better?
I mean,
Not so much here
Or here.
but right,
here.
We relate in movie references.